The Best Christmas Ever by Marni McGee and Gavin Scott. In loving memory of Lady Zilpah Peterson and in honor of my precious granddaughter, Nammy Elizabeth McGee, MM. For Io and Tam, GS. Millicent Mouse was all aflutter. Christmas was only one day away, and the little mouse could hardly wait. She had swept and scrubbed until everything sparkled. She had fluffed and dusted until she sneezed. Millicent gathered apples and nuts from the cellar, and in a flurry of flour, she baked an apple nut pie. She poured honey and spices into a kettle. Standing on tiptoe, she sniffed and smiled.
"Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas,"
she said,
"without my hot honey punch and apple nut pie."
Millicent bundled up warm, then scampered out into the snow. Her black boots crunched as she walked to and fro, gathering lots and lots of ivy.
"Christmas just wouldn't be Christmas,"
she puffed,
"without fresh ivy for my wreath and berries to string on my tree."
But instead of berries, Millicent found a baby hedgehog snoring softly in the snow.
"Witchetty whiskers,"
she gasped, and tiptoed close.
"He needs a better nest than that."
So she wove all of her ivy into a leafy blanket and gently tucked it around him. By the time Millicent had finished, the sky was growing dark.
"Fiddle,"
she fussed.
"Too late to search for berries now."
Millicent scurried home. There she found Felicity Finch and her chicks, searching for food.
"What, oh what shall we do?"
the mother bird cried.
"The snow has covered our seeds." "Come in where it's warm,"
said Millicent.
"I've just made an apple nut pie."
In the flick of a wing, the kitchen was full of hungry chicks. Their feathers fluttered and flapped as they flocked all around Millicent's pie.
"Tasty, tasty. Kind, how kind,"
they chirped. And then they were gone, in a whoosh of feathers and dust. Millicent sneezed.
"Stew! Stew!"
Nothing was left but scattered crumbs. Millicent heard a knock at the door.
"Fiddle,"
she muttered.
"Whatever now?"
"Berry Crimbus, Millicent," called Gabriel Skunk.
"I brought you a present. Perfume."
"Perfume," Millicent said, hiding a smile.
"Why, thank you."
Gabriel dabbed his nose.
"I have a terrible cold. Try my hot honey punch,"
she said.
"It's very good for a terrible cold."
Gabriel lifted the kettle and drank every drop.
"Thanks,"
he said, and ambled off home. Millicent looked all around.
"It looks as if a storm has hit. Every dish is dirty. My pie and my punch are gobbled and gone. I have no ivy for my wreath, no berries for my tree. Witchetty whiskers! How can Christmas be Christmas now?"
Then Millicent smiled. "At least I have my perfume. Perfume from Skunk," she giggled, and bustled off to bed.
"The baby hedgehog is warm,"
she whispered.
"The chicks are full of pie, and the punch will help dear Gabriel's cold."
And with a yawn, she fell asleep. The next morning, Millicent woke to a chorus of cheeps and chirps. Outside were robins, sparrows, and finches, and they were all singing for her. Behind the birds came a family of hedgehogs. Grandfather Hedgehog carried a sack, and the baby had flowers stuck in his prickly spines. Last came Gabriel Skunk, with a lopsided grin and a great big cake.
"Gracious goodness!"
exclaimed Millicent. She invited them in. They trimmed the tree together with treasures from Grandfather Hedgehog's sack. Buttons and ribbons, sparkly foil, and scraps of cloth. Millicent's black eyes sparkled.
"This is the very best Christmas ever. and I am surely the happiest mouse in the forest. Christmas just couldn't be Christmas without my wonderful friends.